Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to share a little writing story with you. I have for a very long time had a calling to write romance novels, and it's a calling that I have been ignoring, and the reason I did that is because there's a lot of rhetoric in the indie writing world that you can't make it unless you're very, very focused with your subgenre. So for example, I had convinced myself that my writing career would suffer if I wrote a contemporary romance novel when the bulk of my work is zombie apocalypse. So I resisted the calling to write this romance novel, and a series of events happened in my life, and it made me realize that this was a calling that I couldn't ignore any longer. So I took a month off from zombies and the apocalypse and death and mayhem to write my very first contemporary romance novel. And I have to tell you how crazy different the experience was. It didn't occur to me that writing a romance novel was going to feel so different from writing a zombie apocalypse novel. You would think that writing a book is writing a book, right? You would think. But it felt so different. It was about 10 days into the process where I realized, holy shit, like this is not the same animal. We're talking, cats and dogs, like totally different. Working with the energies that come through for zombie apocalypse story, like everything's really heavy. We're dealing with a lot of grief, a lot of hardship, a lot of suffering. And I didn't realize how heavy that was feeling in my body until I started writing this romance novel. And suddenly it's like I was filled with glitter and sparkles and, and champagne bubbles and light. And I was like, wow, I feel so different. I feel so different. I had no idea that bringing in a different genre was going to physically feel so different in my body. And it is, it's so different. And it made me wonder, because the calling to switch genres and write a romance novel, like it was really strong. And the messages that came through that led me to this change, they were pretty hard lessons, actually. I was fighting it pretty hard. So, the harder you fight the universe, the harder the universe swings back to like course correct. And it made me wonder if I had stayed this course and refused to entertain this calling to write romance novels, if maybe bringing in all of that heaviness and grief all the time was going to have a long-term effect on my body. If maybe, I don't know, if maybe there would be some kind of illness or something that would come through as a result of always funneling and channeling through this really, really heavy energy. So it's just a thought I've been kicking around lately, like, well, maybe part of the reason I'm being called to write in a different genre is like for my health and for my longevity. So anyway, I just thought I would share that thought with you. I was joking with my husband the other day that, one of the cool things about writing a romance novel is I give him and my daughter a lot more hugs. And when I go to the grocery store, there's not nearly as much canned food in my cart anymore. And he's like, thank God. He gets really tired of me buying all this canned food and stockpiling it because I'm afraid the world's going to end. Anyway, that's just the story I had to share with you. I have no idea when the romance book that I have written is going to come out, but it's written and I had a wonderful time, and we'll see what the universe has in store for me next. Thanks for listening.